Hi, that's Ngọc Lee from Vietnam News Agency. You're watching our daily bulletin with the headlines.
Lundong's orchid flower farms gear up for Tet season. And later on, Vietnamese cuisine among top 100 crustacean delicacies worldwide.
As 2024 has just passed by, the Vietnam News Agency has highlighted the country's top 10 significant events of the year. Let's take a look.
General Secretary Nguyen Phu Trong passed away on July 19th, leaving a legacy of invaluable thought and theory on Vietnam's revolutionary path. His dedication to the nation and people earned him respect from Vietnamese and international communities alike. His life exemplified the virtues of studying and following the ideology, morality, and style of President Ho Chi Minh, inspiring future generations to strive for Vietnam's development and uphold its revolutionary ideals.
To Lum was elected Party General Secretary, Trun Thank Mun became National Assembly Chairman, and Luong Quang assumed the role of State President. These leadership changes were made during pivotal sessions of the National Assembly, reflecting the unity and resolve of the party and the people to maintain stability and foster national progress. The Politburo also issued rare disciplinary warnings to high-profile leaders, showcasing a commitment to accountability and ethical governance in Vietnam's political system.
Following Resolution 18, Vietnam began restructuring its political system to enhance efficiency and effectiveness. Agencies across party, state, and socio-political organizations developed plans for streamlined operations. Under the principle of the central level sets an example, the new apparatus aims to be elite, streamlined, strong, efficient, valid, and effective. This ongoing reform highlights the party's dedication to modernizing governance and strengthening public trust while addressing challenges to meet the demands of a new era.
On May 7th, Vietnam marked the 70th anniversary of the Dien Bien Phu victory with a grand ceremony in Dien Bien province. The event celebrated the historic triumph that shook the globe and reinforced patriotism and national unity. It highlighted the Vietnam People's Army's evolution over 8 decades, underscoring its commitment to safeguarding the country's independence, sovereignty, and territorial integrity. The victory remains a symbol of resilience and a source of inspiration for future generations.
Despite global uncertainties and the devastation of Typhoon Yagi, Vietnam achieved GDP growth exceeding 7% in 2024, surpassing targets. Trade turnover neared $800 billion. FDI inflows exceeded $31 billion, and inflation remained below 4%. Tourism rebounded, with international arrivals up 40% from 2023. Vietnam's national brand value reached $507 billion, ranking 32nd globally. These achievements underscore the country's resilience and potential as a thriving economy amidst global challenges and natural disasters.
Typhoon Yagi, the most powerful storm in decades, caused severe destruction in Vietnam, leaving 345 dead or missing and $3.2 billion in damages. Entire villages were flattened and thousands were injured. The government's swift response, combined with national solidarity and international support, ensured effective recovery efforts. People quickly resumed their lives with significant progress in rebuilding infrastructure and restoring livelihoods. The tragedy highlighted the importance of disaster preparedness and climate resilience in Vietnam.
Vietnam approved two critical projects, the North-South High-Speed Railway and the Ninh Thuan Nuclear Power Plant. The $66.7 billion railway will address growing transport demands and support sustainable development along the North-South corridor. The nuclear power project will diversify energy sources and enhance energy security. Both projects reflect Vietnam's commitment to advancing infrastructure and ensuring long-term socio-economic growth while addressing environmental and energy challenges in the face of rapid industrialization.
The 500 kilovolts Circuit 3 transmission line was completed in a record 6 months, spanning from Quang Binh to Hung Yen. This critical project strengthens national energy security and resolves power shortages in northern Vietnam. Designed and executed by Vietnamese engineers, it showcases the nation's technical expertise and collective spirit. The success sets a benchmark for future national projects, demonstrating Vietnam's ability to implement large-scale infrastructure efficiently and effectively under tight deadlines.
The National Assembly passed the amended land law, along with revised housing and real estate business laws. These updates aim to synchronize legal frameworks, foster a sustainable real estate market, and enhance land resource management. Taking effect earlier than planned, the new laws address long-standing institutional bottlenecks and create a favorable environment for socio-economic development. They mark a significant step toward modernizing Vietnam's legal landscape and ensuring efficient land use.
Viettel officially launched Vietnam's 5G network on October 15, marking a milestone in the country's digital transformation journey. As a pillar of the fourth industrial revolution, the 5G network is expected to boost innovation and productivity across industries. In 2024, Vietnam also achieved significant progress in digital government, activating 57.9 million VNEWS accounts and establishing 32.1 million electronic health records. These developments highlight Vietnam's growing focus on leveraging technology for socio-economic growth.
According to the Vietnam Trade Office in the United States, 2025 will likely be a promising year in the bilateral trade relations, with total export turnover expected to reach from $125 billion to $130 billion.
With the comprehensive strategic partnership between the two countries and opportunities from global trends, Vietnam's exports to the US in 2025 will bring huge economic benefits and further strengthen Vietnam's role in the global supply chain. The US is one of Vietnam's largest trading partners. By the end of last month, trade value between Vietnam and the US totaled $135 billion, of which Vietnam's exports was $123 billion. Vietnam's main export items to the US include agricultural produce like coffee, cashew nuts, pepper, and rice, garments, footwear, seafood like shrimp, bossa fish, and electronic components. The US is also one of major investors in Vietnam, with notable projects such as Intel's $1.5 billion, AMCA $1.6 billion, and the expansion of corporations such as Synopsys, Nvidia, and Marvel. In the third quarter of this year, Vietnam attracted $27.78 billion in FDI capital, in which the US contributed significantly to promoting high-tech development and digital transformation in Vietnam.
Although the Lunar New Year 2025 or Tet holiday is still nearly a month away, many flower farms in the Central Highlands province of Lâm Đồng are already bustling with preparations for the Tet flower season. Harvesting is expected to continue from now until Tet to ensure timely delivery to distant markets in the northern and central region.
Workers at many orchid farms in Lâm Đồng province are busily preparing for the most important flower season of the year, the Lunar New Year, Tet. From dawn until late at night, the farms are bustling with activity to meet deadlines for shipments bound for northern provinces.
We usually start working at 7:30 in the morning, but sometimes we have to work overtime until 10 or 11 at night to keep up with orders. Our daily jobs include watering the plants, wrapping and getting flowers ready for delivery.
Duc Trong and Don Duong districts and Dar Lat City are Lâm Dong's largest orchid growing areas. Most farms have embraced scientific and technological advancements to better adapt to changing weather conditions, ensuring the orchids bloom timely for the Lunar New Year, Tet holiday.
We hope that the application of advanced technology will enable farmers, businesses, and farms to extend the harvest period, helping to stabilize prices for both producers and consumers.
According to the De Lat Flower Association, this year's Tet flower season has seen a 10% increase in both cultivation area and output compared to last year, totaling 750 hectares of potted flowers. Of these, around 100 hectares are dedicated to orchids, producing approximately 15 million pots. Farms have also introduced new flower varieties to meet the diverse demands of the market.
Vietnamese crab noodle soup, locally known as bún riêu, and noodle stir-fry with crab meat or miến xào cua have been recognized among 100 best crustacean dishes in the world by Taste Atlas. Ranking 44th on the Taste Atlas list, the traditional bún riêu is praised as the essence of the folk and the quintessence of simplicity, along with miến xào cua, which ranks 79th. The two dishes have captivated global palates. These two Vietnamese specialties, honored by Taste Atlas, have elevated local cuisine, however humble its origins, onto the world culinary stage. Previously, the Vietnamese dishes such as phở, bánh mì, and gỏi cuốn tôm thịt, shrimp and pork summer rolls were also recognized among the best dishes in the world by Taste Atlas. Ho Chi Minh City's tourism industry has hosted a number of tourism promotion events abroad. These efforts not only contribute to enhancing diplomatic relations between Vietnam and its global partners, but also opened up opportunities to attract more visitors to the city.
These tourists are Vietnamese living in Australia and the US who have come to Vietnam to enjoy the year-end holiday in Ho Chi Minh City. They are taking in the scenic views along the riverfront in the city center. The overseas Vietnamese said they are impressed by the city's development when watching the city from a water bus on Saigon River.
We should showcase our country's beautiful natural landscapes to the world, not only to people in Vietnam but also those returning from abroad.
To make Ho Chi Minh City more well-known to foreign tourists, the tourism industry has brought local tourism products to various markets such as the US, Australia, Singapore, and Laos. Tourism promotion events abroad usually feature a diverse range of activities, from displays of publications, gifts, and specialties, to traditional handicraft activities such as making figurines from rice powder and folding coconut leaves, along with performances of traditional musical instruments by Vietnamese artists. The city also hosts the annual International Travel Expo to expand Vietnam's international tourism market, boosting the flow of visitors between countries and optimizing revenue from tourism activities. Ho Chi Minh City welcomed more than 4.6 million foreign visitors in the first 10 months of 2024, up nearly 13% compared to the same period last year, according to the Municipal Department of Tourism.
And that's also wrapped up our daily bulletin. Thank you for tuning in and goodbye for now.